Coming up, Northern TIMA members and Taipei City's Department of Labor hold free clinics to safeguard the health of foreign caregivers. We take a look at what Taiwan's Food and Drug Administration is doing to make sure our food is safe enough to eat. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Helen Now. Thank you for joining us. In Taiwan, since 2005, Northern District TIMA members and the Taipei City Department of Labor have been holding joint free clinics on a regular basis to safeguard the health of foreign caregivers. Next, let's join TIMA members' most recent free clinics at the Taipei Railway Station and Banqiao Station. At the Taipei Railway Station, Northern District TIMA members and city volunteers are holding their bi-monthly free clinic for foreign caretakers. This time, the free clinic offers services from 8 different medical departments and health tips.
We hope to pass on correct medical knowledge to these caretakers. If they have access to correct knowledge, they can take better care of our seniors and children.
Over the past 10 years, today's free clinics at the Taipei Railway Station have helped countless foreign caretakers, including Asia, who is here today to volunteer.
Today, 16 of my co-workers are here to volunteer. We are truly thankful to Tzu Chi for holding these free clinics for us.
Besides providing treatment and passing out exercise tips, doctors are also on site to offer free health checks, helping caregivers understand their health conditions.
I feel more at ease after attending today's event. I hope I can stay healthy.
This is my first time to attend Tzu Chi's free clinic. In the future, I will definitely come again to make sure that I am healthy.
Knowing that these caregivers have limited access to medical care, TIMA has joined hands with the Taipei City Department of Labor to hold free clinics on a bi-monthly basis, helping more than 800 foreign caretakers per year.
These caretakers are often under tremendous pressure. We have translators on site when needed, and if needed, we will refer them to a hospital for further treatment.
Several dental students at Taipei Medical University have also sacrificed their weekends to pass on oral hygiene tips to those in attendance.
This event not only gives us the chance to exercise our knowledge, but also helps those in greater need. In the future, if time allows, I will come again. I hope to encourage other students in our school to join such meaningful events.
Meanwhile, at New Taipei City's Philippines Independence Day celebration held at the Banqiao Station, TIMA members are also on site to offer free health checkups. A Filipino caretaker says that she's very lucky to be able to work in Taiwan and receive such quality medical care.
Very lucky because in Philippines it's not easy to find job. In Taiwan, it's much higher the salary than
Thanks to TIMA members' years of dedication, foreign caretakers have experienced the warmth of the Taiwanese and have come to understand that they are not alone in this foreign land. In Clay, Malaysia, Tzu Chi volunteers were notified of a family in need of assistance. After conducting a home visitation, volunteers quickly sought out the help of a TIMA doctor and in 3 weeks' time helped the family smile again.
Surrounded by the praise of Tzu Chi volunteers, 85-year-old Holder Ching finally breaks into a smile. However, he would not let anyone near him at first.
When we first arrived, his daughter warned us not to touch him.
After his ulcer surgery, Grandpa Ho's wound failed to heal properly. His daughter even pulled her lower back while caring for him. Thankfully, the doctor introduced the family to Tzu Chi.
Seeing his wounds was still open and full of pus, and Grandpa here was suffering and pain was unbearable for us. So we quickly asked Brother Lai to contact our team of doctors for help.
Because I had to carry him on my own, so I injured my waist. I'm seeing an acupuncturist.
Under the care of a TIMA doctor, Grandpa Ho's condition improved and he began to smile more often.
Come sit over here. Put some strength into it.
He even stood up on his own this time, which made his daughter very happy.
It makes me happy to see him getting better.
Yes, I'm quite happy. Otherwise, I'll just be lying in bed and staring at the ceiling fan and light all day long.
Though I'm asked to treat the patient's wound, my goal is to improve his quality of life.
With Tzu Chi volunteers at his back, Grandpa Ho can march towards full recovery steadily.
In Bohol Island of the Philippines, Tzu Chi recently completed the building of prefabricated classrooms at the Cortez Central Elementary School. Today, we joined Tzu Chi volunteers and returned to the school to check on the new classrooms and care for the students.
As the school bell rings, students flood into the prefab classrooms offered by Tzu Chi volunteers. At Cortez Central Elementary School, 7 prefab classrooms have been completed.
I'm very happy.
I am very happy because from now on we have new classrooms to use.
Classroom.
I've never seen this kind of donation because there were so many donations from I don't know where, but you really will receive and we were thankful. Only you only came here just to give it personally.
Seeing the rooftop window can be opened, students can't wait to try it. Volunteers also gift pencils to students to wish them a fresh start and look forward to promoting Jing's aphorisms on campus.
Children will bring positive messages embedded in Jing's aphorisms back home and influence their parents and communities. We hope to spread Jing's aphorisms in local communities.
Today we are here to not only care for children's learning, but also check on the prefab classrooms to see if they need adjustment.
Thanks to Tzu Chi's prefab classrooms, these students can finally study in a safe and comfortable environment after last year's major earthquake.
Staying in the Philippines, joining Tzu Chi volunteers and helping his fellow countrymen is Ormoc City Mayor, who recently donated a 48-hectare plot of land to Tzu Chi to erect temporary shelters to help display Typhoon Haiyan survivors.
Under the scorching sun, the First Lady of Ormoc City, accompanied by Tzu Chi volunteers, travels over winding roads to survey a 48-hectare plot of land.
This land is because of Yolanda. I donate this land in partner with Tzu Chi, so that the victims of Yolanda can avail of the temporary shelter.
Almost twice the size of DaAi Forest Park in Taipei, Taiwan, plans are underway to erect 2,000 prefabricated homes here to settle displaced Typhoon Haiyan survivors.
Once the groundwork has been completed, we will start working on the foundation. We will apply the same building methods as we did in Bohol and use cement tiles on the floors.
We are very happy to be a part of this operation that will be able to help the disaster survivors.
Such love also makes its way to earthquake-stricken Bohol Island. Senator Pamphilo Lacson and local entrepreneurs arrive in Bohol to visit the prefabricated classrooms Tzu Chi has erected.
They make these tiles themselves. Locally made now. Yes, locally made.
I want to show, my sincerest thanks and gratitude to Tzu Chi Foundation because they've done a lot in the Yolanda corridor. The president was very impressed with what Tzu Chi has done so far.
Apart from providing hardware facilities, another group of volunteers are carrying out rice distribution at a local school to help families with aid and supplies.
Tapos ngayon, bigyan pa kami ng bigas.
They gave us rice, 2 big bags of rice. The classrooms are no longer shabby like before, nor will it flood whenever it rains. Our classrooms are very sturdy now, all thanks to the help of the Tzu Chi Foundation.
volunteers and residents come together to pray for courage and bravery in the days ahead.
The series of food safety breaches in Taiwan since 2011 might have the whole world wondering whether everyone in Taiwan is bulletproof. Finally, Taiwan's Food and Drug Administration has decided to step up and take responsibility by enforcing a new regulation, which will be effective this Thursday. A series of food safety breaches since 2011 has consumers in Taiwan wondering just what is safe to eat anymore. On April 17 this year, the Food and Drug Administration made amendments to regulations, which now states that all compound additives in food must be clearly specified and labeled instead of simply stating their purpose.
The intended purpose is to help consumers understand what is inside the food they buy, including all food contents and additives, so they will have all the information they need to understand the product.
Though the Food Sanitation and Safety Management Law has been modified, if an additive does not enhance the final product and can be omitted on the label, this could potentially be problematic as a lot of foods are sent to processing plants.
To be honest, we simply have no idea what are the long-term effects of eating these foods. We simply cannot know what kind of problems they might raise.
How do you exactly define enhance? What if something goes wrong and you simply say the additive has no function and therefore doesn't have to be labeled?
Over 1,000 types of grain foods are sent to food processing in Taiwan. Mr. Pan's factory has been around for over 3 decades. Overall, he still believes the new amendments will help.
My supplier may give me something and say, hey, this is product A. Then he just starts shipping in bulk, which is quite a big risk for us. Now, because of the new law, we can ask him for the specific content of the product. Otherwise, they will be in trouble, and so will we.
However, there are businesses that want to protect their trade secrets and do not wish to reveal their secret formula. This is what a specialist has to say.
The new amendments do not ask for the name of your supplier or the product name. You can just use a generic name of the additive, so there's really no need to worry about this.
Inside a hypermarket, both shoppers and business owners are happy to hear about the new amendments.
Now, consumers can know what they are eating exactly, which makes us feel safer.
This way, we won't buy items that are not clearly labeled.
A more comprehensive regulation for our suppliers to follow will not only put our customers at ease, but can also minimize the trouble that we retailers might have to deal with.
However, the Food and Drug Administration must be clear about the criteria of exceptions in the new amendment. Otherwise, it will simply create more loopholes and put consumers' health at risk once again. Next, Ms. Sergeant Cai Shunu, an officer of New Taipei City Haisan Precinct. Since 2011, Sergeant Cai has helped 163 missing people and John Does find their way home. Here's more.
Helping Mr. Zheng search for his mother, who has been missing for 12 years, is Cai Shunu, a police sergeant at New Taipei City's Haisan Precinct.
It's hard to let go, you know. Someone you know suddenly disappears without any trace. As her children, we couldn't bear to leave her behind. No, I even asked the guards and even tried many ways to look for her.
I believe that life has its own arrangement. When the time is right, your mother will naturally show up.
I'm thankful for Sergeant Tsai, and I hope I can find my mother this time with her assistance.
Family members are invariably worried when looking for their loved ones. Thankfully, Sergeant Tsai is around to support them.
When they tell me how things happen, they are always emotional. However, I have to put my own emotions aside and listen to them attentively, trying to figure out the situation. In the process, I have to be patient and thoughtful.
Tsai Shuni works tirelessly to find missing people and identify Zhang Does. When a Zhang Do is identified, she will refer the case to the Goodwill Charity Association, which will help poor families organize funerals.
Of course, we feel for family members' sadness. What we can do is to offer them emotional support and provide subsidies for the funerals. We hope we can lighten their financial burden and help them through this most difficult time.
So what makes Tsai so devoted to this duty, which is not included in the evaluation of a police officer's work performance?
I do it because I can put myself into other shoes. Imagining if my own family member were missing, how would I feel? Finding missing people while helping John Does find their way home has been giving me a great sense of accomplishment that drives me to continue this work.
Thanks to Tsai, for the past 3 years, over 160 missing people and Zhang Does have found their way home. This year, she was awarded by the new Taipei city government for her selfless contributions.
Thank you, Tsai Shuni. I hope you will never retire. The society needs you.
Not only a guardian, but a caring mother for the general public, Sergeant Tsai Shuni will never falter in her task.
Giving up is not my option. I just want to help as many people as possible find their way back home. Hualien City Elementary 5th grader Huang Xingru's forgetful ways were often a concern for her teachers, but since participating in a volunteer project with the second-hand charity shop The Five-Way House in Fengtian Village, Xingru's warm and loving nature has come to outshine her carelessness.
To celebrate Children's Day, the Five-Way House is holding a special charity sale.
要10块，谢谢。然后跟姐姐说谢谢。
Helping at the cash register is Hualien City Elementary's Huang Xingru. A participant of the volunteer project, Sanwu Tenqun, Huang often comes by to help out at the second-hand store.
I don't know why, but I like tending the cash register.
Finding a tempo she's comfortable with, the 5th grader's confidence is renewed.
40块，好，谢谢。我刚算错哎，好丢。
I miscalculated earlier. I'm so embarrassed. I was looking at it upside down and I thought it was $10, but it was only $1. I'm not that nervous when I'm doing things over there. If I make a mistake, I can try it again, not like at school where the pace is faster.
The more Huang does, the more of her confidence grows, and slowly she finds her purpose.
She might not do well in terms of grades, but she can be trusted. I'm very comfortable giving her tasks to do.
5位务出队，在找那个心如拿那同意书。拿一张吧。
When we visit the Five-Way House, we need a permission slip, so I will pass them out to other students.
This volunteer project is a perfect platform from which Xingru can offer her warmth to other children.
Offering her time and attention, Huang has been a positive influence on the children of the Five-Way House.
舒淇，这个要放哪里？好你啦，去借瓜牛这边，这里再一个，这边。
Su Qi has been coming to the Five-Way House since she was in kindergarten.
Su Qi actually comes from a difficult family background, so it has taken time for her to learn how to control her emotions and anger.
这还是需要时间。
大家来玩。好。准备好了吗？好。
Su Qi has warmed to Xingru's friendship, giving the young girl a softer edge.
She's very friendly.
从哪些事情可以看到她？
She will play games with me and run around exploring.
陪着你就对。
Yes,
After the Tzu Chi elementary students' visits, I have felt she has learned how to make friends, and now we can chat with one another. I felt that Tzu Chi has really grown up.
For Xinru, this was an opportunity for her to realize that she has the ability to influence and help others.
While volunteering, Huang Xinru gives without asking for anything in return, but the rewards are much greater than she imagined, as she has gained a new friend and self-confidence.
The second round of the 2014 Global Tzu Chi Team Leaders Training Seminar kicked off at the Taichung Jingsi Hall in Taiwan on June 13th. Over 4 days, volunteers learned of recent developments in Tzu Chi's missions worldwide.
Promoting Tzu Chi's missions locally, the spirit is willing but the flesh is weak.
Speaking of the challenges she encountered promoting Tzu Chi's missions in Japan, volunteer Ling Shufen can no longer hold back her tears.
When we organize events, it's hard to please everyone. Sometimes you really feel like your hands are tied.
Undefeated by these setbacks, Ling dries her tears and promises to continue trying. In her 6th year of marriage, Ling and her husband immigrated to Japan, and this year she's the only volunteer from Japan to attend the Team Leaders Training Seminar in Taichung. Over the last few days, TIMA members, whether still practicing medicine or retired, work in shifts to look after the health and well-being of the volunteers.
They were very willing to take on responsibilities. They are always assist when called upon.
Still being able to contribute my expertise even in my days of retirement, I feel rather fortunate.
Local volunteers thoughtfully decorated the venue and prepared appetizing snacks to make their global counterparts feel right at home.
A sister from China told me that when she stepped inside the Taichung Jingsi Hall, it was as if she has returned to her own home. She said she felt so much joy.
Feeling as if they've returned home, these trainees' happiness is the local volunteers' greatest comfort. Day 4 of the Global Tzu Chi Team Leaders Training Seminar kicks off with Jingsi Books and Cafe COO Maureen Xiao taking the stage.
Jingsi Books and Cafe is an extension of the Jingsi Dharma lineage and the Tzu Chi path. Although you may not always have the opportunity to return to your spiritual home, however, no matter where you are, whenever you read the Master's publications, it's as if she's right beside you.
The Jingsi Books and Cafe helps promote Tzu Chi's humanitarian culture worldwide. In the United States, Tzu Chi volunteers have been promoting Jingsi aphorisms in hotels, communities, as well as prisons. Using Tzu Chi's instant rice to make rice pizza, Australia Tzu Chi volunteer Wu Zhaofeng says the dish has received positive feedback from members of her community.
It's simple to make and nutritious. When we promoted our rice pizza to community residents, I was confident they would enjoy it.
Meanwhile, volunteer Ling Xiaozhen from the Philippines says not only is she spreading Jingsi aphorisms in her community, but she has spread the words of wisdom to government agencies as well.
Our Jingsi aphorisms have spread to hotels, communities, and even to Congress because the Master hopes we may be the catalyst for peace and harmony in our country.
Jingsi Books and Cafe COO Xiao says she hopes more and more people will visit the Jingsi Books and Cafe and while there find spiritual comfort and sustenance.
We stay in Taiwan at the end of the show. The seminar that took place at the Taichung Jingsi Hall successfully concluded. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.